the mail, it never fails. No, I'm not even going to bother doing that stupid song. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Collector's Vault, where cardboard is king. My name is Mike, and it's been a long time since I did like a mail video, like a mail time video where I showed you guys what I've just been picking up over, over the course of the last couple of weeks or whatever. I had a nice big thing to show you guys. I got like a nice case of cards, but I'm probably gonna make another video about this topic because unfortunately it was stolen. So I think I do want to do a video about the concept of getting your things stolen from your own, like from the outside of your home, like porch pirates. Again, that'll be a future video. But today I want to do a positive video, and I kind of just want to show you guys some of the cool things that we've been picking up. And, I think some of them are just really cool to look at. And some of them are even like penny stocks. I kind of just want to, maybe give you guys some ideas of things you may want to pick up for dirt cheap. And I guess with all that said, let's go to the table. Alrighty, guys. So, yeah, it's been a long time since I did one of these like little mail time videos, and I really missed them. So, I guess to kind of start off, I wanted to show you guys some of these, the stack of cards that I picked up. We got a like mystery little booster pack that I'll kind of keep off on the side. I don't want to spoil that. And we'll start off right now with the penny stock. I think I mentioned somewhere on Instagram that I was picking up this card, Shooting Star Dragon, from the Brothers of Legend most recent like a reprint set. And this card has a couple reprints. I think it was reprinted in like a collector's tin. I think it was a super rare in the Legendary collection, and then obviously it has the original printings from Star Strike Blast, which is a really expensive set because it's never been that's never been printed, like never had a unlimited edition printing. But so this is just a really neat little reprint. It's a it's definitely a card that's not going to see play anytime soon, but it does have some like meaning because it's a cool card. It's iconic. It's from the anime, and it actually is a monster that what was that one synchro that was actually really good? Shooting Quasar. When Shooting Quasar dies, you get this for free. So typically you do play this if you are playing those like synchro Quasar decks. But the reprint, this ultra rare Brothers of Legend reprint, is honestly like a 25-cent card to like 33 cents. So like this is like a decent amount of these guys. It's pretty much like a little small brick of all. These are all Shooting Star Dragons. Again, super dirt cheap. It's like what a true penny stock is. And I just feel like this is one of those cards like take the super rare reprint and in the legendary 5Ds. Like the legendary collection 5Ds promo, or not promo, just that version really was not a lot of money. It was just a cool little card, but I don't think it was worth more than a couple bucks. But now I think it might be worth like I'll have to put up like a little image right here. I think it's over like $5 or $10 now. So if you bought them at like $1 a piece, you did pretty well. And these are already at like 25 cents to 33 cents. So if you can get like 3 or 4 of these for $1, and these go out to $5, then you make out pretty well. So that's just one little penny stock that I'm doing right now. The little booster pack I'll kind of just give a little visual of is Champion Pack 7. Now, I saw a couple of these on eBay. I picked up one just to kind of see like if it was real, and to see like if it was like potentially like searched or something. And from my understanding, now I didn't play when this I was not playing when this pack was available in like stores like for tournaments, but it checks out. It's from a pretty reliable like vendor, so I'm pretty sure it's it's a legitimate pack. Whether it's been weighed, and I'm pretty sure it has been. So I just like it because this is I like this pack because this is the pack that has the super rare Gladiator Beast Bestiari. So I think just the allure of the pack of thinking one of those could be in here. I want to say I think there's like a super rare Threatening Roar. And I don't. Is this the pack that has Lumina, the super rare? That card's also expensive. So again, so for what I pay for this, it's a neat little collectible of sealed product, and the potential of pulling that super rare is that's where the real money is. Again, I maybe in the future I'll open it up, but right now I have no plans to open it up. And then finally, to wrap up the Yu-Gi-Oh thing, this is actually a whole stack of dual terminal ultra rare cards. Now, again, I know this is probably not these cards are probably you're probably thinking Mike, why on earth would you buy these random DT ultra rare cards? Because a lot of these cards are not seeing any play right now. Take for example some of these Evil Swarm guys. No one's played Bahamut since that deck first came out, and Ouroboros Ouroboros hasn't been relevant in years. And you can probably say that even for most of these cards, like a lot of these cards I've never seen any play at all. Like the Violons had their own little gimmicky deck, but like yeah, like Lavable Dragon hasn't seen play since like Lavals were like tier 1 when they finally got all their cards. Like a lot of these cards really are just like really bad cards that no one ever wanted, and that's why these things are dirt. Like honestly, some of these cards were literally under $1. So I should have bought more, but I just wanted them for the sake of having them in like my collection, because I really do enjoy like the dual terminal cards, because I kind of like how they have that little DT, like see this little hollow that covers the entire card. It starts off with this like little like dot pattern, and then as you got to dual terminal 5, 6, and 7, it went more of with like the shatter glass, like that's what I call it, that shatter glass foil. But these cards, I feel like these, you have to realize, like despite the fact that this card right here obviously is worth nothing and it's not a good card, no one ever wanted this card, even like when it first came out. But you have to realize like dual terminal cards are not found in like boxes. Like there is no box of DT. These things were stored in the dual terminal machines. Now I imagine there was like a box or a stack that they would like load the machines with, but like I'm not quite sure how you acquire those unless you're like a tournament store, so maybe they have them, but to actually get dual terminal cards is kind of tough right now. Like, so, I mean, obviously they're on the internet, but like what I'm saying is like you can't buy a pack of dual terminal. And can you tell me anywhere, like, do some of your local stores still have dual terminals? Maybe they do. I'm pretty sure they're probably empty of all the cards, so all you can do is play the game. So there are some cards that are really hard to come by, because like again, like unless you buy or trade for them, these are things you can't really buy in a box. Like Mistworms is like a classic old card. This is actually one of the more expensive ones. But like I just feel like dual terminal ultra rares were so hard to pull also from those machines. So like when you got one, you were like, oh my gosh, you got an ultra rare. Like, and even though it wasn't like maybe a good card, like there were obviously some good ones. There was like Brianak, there was Trishula, there's all and I have those over here in this little binder. So what I wanted to show is like I feel like these are underrated. These are super cheap, and it would be really cool to kind of like fill out my little binder right here once I can find that page. Where are you? I kind of just want to fill out this little page of mine so that way I can kind of get like as many of the dual terminal ultras as possible. Like, I mean, I love certain ones. Like I've always like please. I love the Naturia one so much. I don't know if there's another ultra rare Naturia monster. I think it's the Exterio maybe, which I don't think I got. Got some Brainax, you know, I got the Trishula. I also love the Ice Barrier guys. So I think I'm still missing... No, I have them all. I have all 4. I don't have an Emerald yet. I have the Bobble Chain, but anyway. So I think Emerald's still on my list. He's one of the more expensive ones. But yeah, I feel like this is... Like, these are so dirt cheap. Again, the only one that was actually, like, somewhat expensive was maybe Mistworm. Yeah, where is he? There he is. But everything else was so cheap. I'm like, these are just cards I feel like people are going to realize are really hard to come by. So that's where I feel like their price, even though some of these cards are terrible, their price should, I think, correct itself in the future because they're just that hard to come by. And yeah, those are the Yu-Gi-Oh things I picked up recently. Again, I would have had like a nice little cases of cards to kind of show you guys because I wanted to do some box battles with some of you people, but unfortunately that was stolen, so I have to figure that out for later. I do have a case coming in for Battle of Chaos, so that'll be really exciting. So how about some Pokemon stuff? So I think I showed you guys before on Instagram that I actually just recently picked up like a nice little cool gold Houndoom, and I thought this card was, again, relatively like cheap, and I think it's even cheaper now. But I don't know if this is actually, I don't play Pokemon, so I don't know if this is actually a good card. I just like Houndoom, and I love this like gold rare, like holographic, whatever. Because it actually has like some feel to it. Like it actually has like some texture. It's pretty neat. Now, I realized, like, there's a whole bunch of other gold cards. Some of them are, like, actual, like, classic Pokemon from, like, the original 150. Like, there's a Snorlax that came out recently, and there's a few more. So, a buddy of mine on one of the Facebook groups I'm in had, like, a couple of these for sale. But these are, like, literally, guys, these are dirt cheap. And I was looking up the ratios for some of these cards. Like, so, like, not so much pulling, like, specifically, like, these gold rares out of these packs or, out of these booster sets, but of how difficult it is to actually pull a gold rare. I realized, like, for, like, if some of these cards are honestly, like, going for, like, under $10, like, I feel like it's the same thing with Yu-Gi-Oh! There were ghost rares in Yu-Gi-Oh! Just as an example, that were under $10, because no one wanted them. It was like, oh, it's a ghost rare. Yeah, it's a ghost rare, it's really hard to pull, but no one wanted it because the card wasn't good. So again, like, these cards may not be good, and these are, like, from, like, from like relatively modern packs, but I'm really starting to like the gold rares. I kind of want to. I may like start like a whole page, like in like one of my binders, so that just start collecting as many as possible, try to get all the gold rare cards. I think the only like really expensive ones right now are like there's the Snorlax, and I think there's my computer, and maybe like a Mew card. But I just think these are like so cheap and so cool looking that there's definitely going to be like a time in the future where people realize like, hey, like why didn't I pick these up when they were dirt cheap? These are really cool, and they're pretty hard to come by. Like I've never pulled. No, I think I did pull a gold rare once, but it was like it was like a long time ago, and I think it was like one of like the weird trainer cards. Like it was like a fishing rod. Anyway, another little single card I picked up was another Southern Island Mew. I am just a huge fan of these. Like this is by no means like a PSA 10 quality card. It's again, I would say like in light plated near mint condition. Again, I got it for a really good price, and it's it's nice. This would probably grade like a 7 or something, but I just love Southern Islands, and this is like obviously the most expensive card in the whole Southern Island set. And I have like a near mint set that I might get that graded, but the Mew in that set is like flawless, but it has like a little binder ding, which really got me annoyed. So I kind of just want to maybe keep trying to find Mews that would be like my perfectly like near mint copy. This is unfortunately by no means that copy, but the price was right, so I couldn't say no to this. And I just love Mew. I love the artwork. I love how they're like the Pidgeot card is you see the wing here. There is a Pidgeot card that kind of like lines up with this. Get the Charizard right here. Like I just love Southern Island so much. I love the reverse foil. In fact, I think the only downside of this one is that there is no WotC swirl. Whoa, I'm lying. Oh wait. Oh, there it is. Oh, there. I did not see that when I got this card. It's like hidden. It's hidden like behind the text. But yeah, whoa, I lost it. There it is. Oh yeah, got that WotC swirl, guys. Nice. I kind of wish the swirl was like more like up here where it's more visible, but hey, it's there and I love it. But yeah, Southern Islands, can't go wrong with it. I'm happy. And now we got some graded cards. These are all Pokemon. I couldn't find any really good like Yu-Gi-Oh slab cards. There's always a couple cheap ones online, but these are some of the Pokemon's I got. I think I showed you guys this on Instagram, but I wanted to show you like in video. So these are just some really, really cheap slabs that I got. And here's the thing. So right now, Pokemon is definitely in like the more of like a bearish market. Like, this is not like the late 2020 or early 2021 where everything was like super crazy expensive. Like we're finally seeing some cool down. And no, that does not mean panic sell because Pokemon is going in the toilet. It just means we're naturally going in one of those like slumps, and Pokemon is getting more affordable again. This is good for anybody who doesn't who's trying to build up their collection and get some cards that they want without breaking the bank. And for example, these guys, I don't think I paid more than $80 like total for these guys. I forget how much I paid. Although yes, these are unlimited, these are not shadowless, they're not first edition, and they only graded like a 7. I think these could probably grade like an 8 from when I saw. But I think 7 is like that benchmark where like, okay, you finally, because like when you're a 6 is like, I think it says like EX to near mint, so it's like excellent to near mint. But this is like, no, this is like grade 7 to me is like that benchmark where like these are near mint cards. Anything better than that goes to like near mint to mint, gem mint, and all that junk. But I just like Raichu. I like Mewtwo. I figure like for the cost of what these cards, to get the cards themselves value wise and how much it takes to get these cards graded, like I feel like this is just, it was too good of a deal to pass up. And I like these cards. I like having cards graded, even though 7s are nothing to write home about. I think these are just pretty cool. It's definitely these are cards that if they were in this condition, I would not send them myself to get graded because I knew they'd be a 7, and it wouldn't be worth the time and money. But buying them when they're already graded to me is always kind of worth it. If it's like a decent grade. Then I got a couple PSA 10s. This one again, nothing to write home about. It is a PSA 10, which I'm really happy about. It is a Muck Unlimited from Fossil. Now Muck's one of the easier cards to pull, because it was in that one starter deck for Pokemon. And so Muck's actually, I think, one of the most cheap of all the holos from the Fossil set. And I think people just don't really like Muck as a whole. But for what I paid for this card, for a gem and copy, I couldn't pass it up. Because regardless of the fact that Muck may be like an unpopular Pokemon and just not one of the more popular cards in the set, it's still a holo from an old vintage set, and to get it in PSA 10 is tough. yes, I know, I'm pretty sure the pop count is probably like super high, but like, again, me trying to send in a near mint copy to get graded, it's not going to happen. I'm never going to, I mean, I'll do it, but like, I'm pretty sure I'll never get a 10. So this is a 10. I'm happy it's a 10. And, you know, again, I can never argue with adding 10s to the collection, into the vault. You can never have too many PSA 10s. And then finally, one more PSA 10. It's a modern card, but this is a card that I've always just liked ever since it came out. I have a couple copies of these raw, but again, to get a 10, I don't know how easy it is. Like, I know it doesn't matter how many copies I have. I'm pretty sure they're always going to be a little off center, and they'll never get me a 10. Like, I've only ever graded a couple 10s myself. Like, it's just that tough. However, Jesse James is, for some, this card actually did see like a price spike again, like last year when everything was going up in price. Now the card has dropped down in price, and it's one of my favorite modern cards, because I think I mentioned before, I love Jesse James and Meowth. I just love the whole like Team Rocket like trio. I think they're hysterical from the TV show. I'm not a big fan of them like in the modern TV shows. I think their design looks pretty bad. But classic Pokemon, I love like Team Rocket, and I think this art style actually like is very similar to what like the old. It's not the same, obviously, but like it reminds me of the old art style. I like how you see Meowth right here. I like Wobbuffet. He was introduced in Gen 2, but like I just love this card so much. And I think I paid like $30 for this. And again, like this is probably like the card itself is probably like anywhere between like maybe like $5 to $10, probably closer to the $10 range. So to get it in near mint, you're probably gonna pay a little bit more than $10 to get it graded. You know, there's money in that, and you're not guaranteed to get a 10. So I feel like the fact that I paid like $30 for this, for a gem mint copy of just one of like my favorite like modern cards, I couldn't pass that up. And again, you can never have too many PSA 10s. Plus, it's from Hidden Fates too, which is, you know, not really a pack that people have like access to anymore. So yeah, I just think this card's really cool, and I just really wanted to have it. And yeah, guys, I think that's it for now. Again, I wish I had some more to show you guys. I wanted to show you like some cases that I picked up, but unfortunately, I'm still trying to figure that part out with I don't know. We're trying to get my money back. Anyway, there will be more in the future, so I hope you like this. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. So take it easy.